Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Hello, April. Can you hear me? I'm going to do some strange things to you today. So, thank you, April. Thanks, April. So, 111 if you can hear me. Uh-huh. 111. Yay! Happy, happy, happy. Let's do the screen share and welcome to the new session. Happily, yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be frustrating. All the things you expect from the Learn English Network. But hopefully it will also be easy to do. So I can see Shiny. Khalid was here earlier, but unfortunately crashed, which I'm afraid does happen. And Havaria, hello. Havaria's put his hand up to request, I'm not sure what. So, Havaria, before I add speakers, I'd like to go through a few little things, okay? First of all, welcome to the new session. Long may it continue. Feel free to share your experience. There should be a sharing button somewhere. If it doesn't appear, don't worry, but you can share the link. That's absolutely fine. Okay. There should be a Facebook and Twitter link somewhere. Not sure where it's gone, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you can see it and I can't, which seems a bit unfair. It's my Hangout. But anyhow, feel free to share your experience, good or bad. If it's good, share it on the World Wide Web. If it's bad, share with me on the forum. Let me know what could be improved. Let me know what I could do better. Don't ask me to speak slower though, okay? Those of you who've been to previous sessions on Skype, join me. Kitely, Second Life, Google Plus will know. Ain't gonna happen. Then you should be able to log in on any device, okay? And you should be able to view the Hangout or whatever we want to call it, the webinar, if you like to call it, on any device. However, and this is a big however, if you want to participate, I cannot stress enough, use a laptop or preferably a PC. I know it sounds a bit old-fashioned, but these things, as most webinars, as most online, even Skype, it's hungry, it wants bandwidth, it wants a stable connection. By all means, try on your mobile device. If you've got 4G, 3G maybe. If you've got less than that, it's probably not going to work very well for you, which might be frustrating. But you can actually log in on any device. It should resize to fit your device, and you can listen to me waffle on and hopefully listen to some of the other participants. Okay. Hi, Shiny. Yay, Shiny's here. She's found the chat. Now, I warn you, this is live. It is also being recorded. Okay. Now, I do have a disclaimer on all my sessions. It says any session might be recorded. I don't normally do it, but this is how this one rocks and rolls. Okay. I can also, if you would like to give a presentation, if you would like to be the controller, I can invite you to any of these sessions, give you full control as the presenter. Okay, so might be a bit scary for now, but it's something to think about in the future. In the same way as we've had presentations in Kitely and in Join Me and even in Google Plus, that is an option available here to you as Learn English Network members. Okay. Hello, Havaria. Nice to see you. Hi, Havaria. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time, so if I make a mistake, I do apologize. We've also got a fourth person here, but I'm not sure who they are. So that's interesting. We got anonymous. Anyway, now this is the really, really good news. This is one of the reasons I'm using this service after having tested it thoroughly the past few weeks, and you thought I was doing nothing, hey? Tick tock, tick tock. Time issues. When you register for any of these presentations, any of these sessions, webinars, whatever we want to call them, you can set your time when you register, and your reminders will then be mailed to you in your time zone, and it will tell you, no matter where you live, that it's in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. You can also save it directly into your calendar. So maybe you use Outlook, maybe you use Google. You can save it directly into your own calendar and get notifications that way, and also it will be set in your time zone. I'm really hoping this will help people who do ask me a lot of questions about what time is that in Jakarta, and I'm like, I don't know. So fingers crossed for that one. You can edit your messages, yes, of course. Hermina's the fourth person. Yay! Hi, Hermina. Okay, I know you're sitting there thinking, but I want to talk, I want to talk. It's going to happen in a minute. I just want to go through this little bit of blurb. Bear with me. I know I like to blurb, but I've actually presented, look, I've got slides. Come on, it's good, isn't it? So time issues should be resolved. Room issues resolved. Okay, so when you come into Skype, Hermina, not picking on you, but you know who I mean. When you come into Skype and you go into all the wrong rooms, shouldn't happen here. If you sign up for a webinar, when you log in, it will take you directly to the room that you logged in for that session. So there are going to be some extra sessions, more sessions, maybe a couple more than currently exist on the calendar. And if you register for them, only if you register, mind, if you register for them, you'll automatically be logged into the correct room. So there'll be no more, is this the right room? Is this the right room? Okay. April, in answer to your question, that is a question. Yes. You can't delete your message. No. But come on, don't be greedy. Shiny, you want everything. What you can do, you can erase it. There should be a little red cross that says erase. Okay, there should be. If you want me to delete, now I don't. Again, this is the problem of being a participant. The couple of webinars I joined, there were a lot of people in them, and I wasn't able to join the chat, so I haven't tested chat as a user. So maybe just hover over your message, okay, and see what buttons you have. You should be able to see a reply button. So I'm going to reply to Shiny. I'll put, oh, hang on, reply, try, erase. So you might see a little red X. Okay, and that's erase. If you can't delete it, so you should get that message now, Shiny. Try erase X. That's not a kiss, that's the X. If you can't do it, then ask me to delete it. So I can delete any message, of course. So that's gone, okay. Havaria, you want to improve your spoken English. Ooh, so you'd say, I want to improve my spoken English, okay? And yes, I'll get round to that in a minute. This is a bit of a guinea pig session. Normally by now you lot would be speaking, but I want to go through what we're doing here first, okay? Bear with me. Okay, you can ask questions, okay? So if you want to ask a question, and I think, April, you asked a question, I can reply to the room and say, yes, this, or that, I would say, was a question. Or I can reply directly to you, yes, that was a question. Okay. You can also reply privately to any of my messages. Just click on the little sort of blue arrow. It's a little backward arrow. I'm hoping you'll also have that functionality. Okay, so we got 7 people in. I'm not sure who, because again, let me just see if I can view. Now, at the moment, I've got 2 screens open. And if you want to participate in these sessions, you need to log in with your Google account. Okay. You can record this session and put it on YouTube, but are you planning to do it? I have absolutely no chance of not doing it, Shiny. So yes, this is being recorded now and it's going to go onto YouTube. There will also be a recording of it that goes to Webinar Jam. And you should have access to that. So if there's something you've forgotten what you said or what you asked or what I answered, you can review it for a certain amount of time. It's not there forever. I have currently set the YouTube recording to be private. Okay, so if anybody wants to watch it on YouTube, you'll have to ask me, and it will depend what we share, what we do, as to whether it goes public or not. This one will probably go public because I want people to know what it is we're doing. Okay, request to speak, Hermine. Yeah, okay, well, you can ask questions, so try that first. Okay, hover over your name and click on broadcast question. It's like a little a little speakerphone, handheld speaker. Okay, so try that now. April, you don't have to do that homework because you've already asked one. Okay, hi Aladdin, my goodness, hi Khalid, super. Hey, this is great, guys, I love it. So let me just type up in case they can't hear me yet. Hi Aladdin, hi Khalid. Okay, you've missed a little bit of the presentation, but you can watch it again later on the review. Okay, you should be given a link to the review as logged in attendees, registered attendees. Okay, you want to watch on YouTube. I'm not sure if Shiny agrees with you, Khalid. Okay, so now you can share as well. Now, this is the nice thing. You can participate in this. You can share. You can also, as I said before, if you ask me on the forum to set you up this room as the presenter, I will do so. Now, this is something I'm going to offer straight away to Aladdin for your next Ask Aladdin session, to set it up this way. Okay, Aladdin, maybe we need to have a little chit chat after the session. It would have to be after the second live reading session as well, if you're available. If not, we'll talk at some point during the week. But it means you would just need a little bit of training, a bit like using Radionomy, just a bit of training on what buttons to press, how to become the presenter, and what to do whilst you're the presenter. But it means we've got our Q&A back. It means we've got registration forms, and you get an idea of who's coming in advance if people register properly. So it's got quite a few tools that aren't available in Google Plus as a Hangout, and even YouTube Live. Okay, you can hear me well, I hope, Khalid. Or do you mean I hear you? Good. Okay, I've got some hands up. How can you contact me on Skype? Havaria, if you are a member of the forum, okay, by the forum I mean the Learn English Network forum. Let me just do a quick Google Chromey thing and I'll find that for you. I'll sign in whilst you can't see what I'm typing. Okay, this is the Learn English forum. So let me give you the, okay, that's the link to the forum. Okay, this particular registration, April, is only for one session. Yes, thanks for that. It's a good question. This one is. In the future, for our regular sessions, because this is the guinea pig session, for our future sessions, when there's a recurring session, you'll be able to register and then pre-register for the next one in a series. Okay, so you might have to register more than once because we do different sessions at different times of the day, as you know. And for now, these will be my sessions, and a couple of volunteers will be allowed to set them up as well. The other sessions will carry on Skype, okay? Because I don't want to overload Natasha and Marion with new stuff. They're happy on Skype. They've got things going. The English Speaking Club will carry on being on Skype, but I will be offering this more and more to other presenters, to other Learn English Network members. So in answer to Havaria's question, you want me to speak on a daily basis? Yeah, I can do that. Except Thursdays. Thursdays is German day, okay? But I do speak on a daily basis. Check the calendar, okay? These are the important things on our Learn English Network, okay? The forum and the, everybody say it? Calendar, calendar, calendar. So you'll see this one, Eliane joined me. I haven't put it on Skype. I haven't changed that. I will do. Then we've got Back to Basics. That will be on this platform as well. Then the Talk to the Hand session will be on this platform as well. And the TGIF will be on this platform as well. So you've got 4 days you can talk to me on this platform. And of course, you can also come and join me in Second Life and Kitely, which we might be doing something different to as well. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. As I say, it's something you'll find, yeah, you'll need to sort of just get used to it, I guess. I'm having to get used to it too. So let me just close that down. Let's go back to the presentation. So you'll be able to share your own reading sessions. You can share your own Hangout sessions. If you're used to Hangouts, contact me on the forum. Tell me you want to run a presentation and we will set it up together. Okay, you can ask to speak. Whee! This is the bit you've all been waiting for. So I've still only got one question from April. Nobody else has asked a question. Is there an app for it? Well, it works on mobile devices. Oh, you weren't here, were you? You were late. Oh gosh, let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. You can log in on any device. However, to run a session, you'll need to be on a computer. You really will. A laptop will do it. A computer is always better, of course, with a good connection. Okay. But I think as you already run Hangouts, Aladdin, you will not have an issue with this. Okay. We can only suck it and see, set it up, see how it rocks and rolls. But I found it, once I'd figured it out, like anything, it's a bit of a learning curve, but once I figured it out, it was super easy. It really was. Okay, so to ask to speak. Okay. Thank you, Shiny. You can invalidate request to speak. Yes, you can. Okay, so when you want to speak, again, hover over your name. And you'll have to sort of just write something in chat. Yeah, write something here. And then when you've done that, hover over your name. There's no need to type MIC. No, might once you're in the room, you might need to type MIC, because again, we can have 10 people speaking at the same time. We don't want that, do we? Do we? So hover over your name and then click on broadcast. Request to speak. Okay, and your little hand, it's like a little hand, will be raised. And a little red hand will appear next to your avatar. Now, I can also invite you to speak. Okay. Now, the most important thing is you must give Webinar Jam permission to run before. Once you've done it once on one device, you'll have to do it on other devices if you join in on your laptop or your computer, etc. But once you've done it on one device, it's just once. You've got to give it permission because it's using Google Hangouts, okay? And you'll also have to then agree to the normal Google Hangouts policy of, I promise everything I'm going to do is mine and I'm not going to infringe anybody's copyright, okay? So I'm going to invite April. So April, make sure you give permission to run to Webinar Jam. Let's have a look. I've got 2 requests. Havaria, you've already requested. Okay, so I will invite you. Make sure you give Webinar Jam permission to run. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you will join us once you've clicked all the different bits. Then you will be able to speak. Okay. Now, again, this is the first time we've used it, so let's see what happens and see if everybody's able to join me. Okay. So as soon as you've managed to get into the room, let me know. Let me know. You lost the chat. Okay. Have you accepted the invitation? Are you in the room? Oh. So what actually happened, April? I lost the chat, but I'm not sure what you mean. Shiny, you've just asked a question, yeah, but to ask to, yes, you. What's actually happened to you, April? I've still got you as a presenter, as a participant. Are you able to talk, speak? Ah, that's a very good question, Shiny. We'll have to see what happens. No idea. It might stop me running over, mightn't it? If it kicks us all out at 10 o'clock, well, then we'll know. So you weren't able to speak. Okay, I'm going to invite you as a speaker then. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. And Shiny, I'm going to invite you as a speaker too. It is an adventure. Absolutely. It's always an adventure on the network. You know that. So Havaria doesn't seem to be in the room either. Interesting. Let me know what's happening, April, if anything. Okay, because I really want this to work, because of course it's fine you're all coming listening to me talk, but I like you guys to talk, as you know. So let's see. Hamina's still with us. Havari is still with us. Aladdin, Shiny, Khalid, and April are still with us. I've only got one request to join, and I've already said that if they can. Okay, it is a Gmail account, so as long as you're logged in on your Gmail account, you should be able to join me. Really, you should. This is your first session. Okay, you are there. Did you accept the webinar Jam permission to run? Because I would love to hear you speak. This is your first session. That's what the sessions are all about, is people speaking. April seems to be, nothing happens. Okay, let me stop screen sharing and see if that helps. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing. I seem to be the only person in here. Okay, interesting. I'm going to try sending you another request, April. Oh, hang on, I've got myself all tied up. Okay, try requesting again, April. Try requesting. Okay, you are logged in as you. That's good. Try putting your hand up again, April. Well, no, we're trying to get her in, Hamina. We're trying to get her into the call so that she can start broadcasting too. That's how, you see, I haven't used this part of the function. Yeah, Khalid, that might mean you can only watch, because if you try to present via phone, it might kill the connection. You know what it's like. The connection's always a little bit unstable on the phone, and so the same problems you were having before. But I'm really glad you can hear and you can see the chat and you can take part. I'm from Pakistan. Havaria, hey, we've got quite a few people who are members from Pakistan. If you join the forum, you'll be able to get to know some of them and then get into Skype and join the English speaking club. A couple of people present who are from Pakistan as well. So welcome. You clicked, yeah, click on request speaker, the little hand, yes. Okay, let's see. Ah, okay, so there you are. I've got you as a request, but no, I've only got Havaria as requesting to join. So I'm going to return you as an attendee, Havaria. That might help April. So let's try. Nothing happened. Ah, it should. It should. Did you get any? You're using your phone and watching at the same time. Oh, I love your multitasking, Aladdin. I dread to think what your desk looks like. So, April, when you say nothing happened, do you get a message from me when I invite you as a speaker? I think I need a cup of. Well, make one for me too, please. Please, please, Amina. Havaria, to get my Skype ID, you need to be a forum member, okay? You need to be an active forum member, and then I contact you in Skype, and then you can join the other Skype sessions that are on the calendar. I can give you the link to the calendar. It is the most important thing if you want to attend sessions, is to actually be a member of the forum and to be active and to, oh, hang on, check the calendar regularly. The calendar is where you'll find all the extra sessions, you'll find any cancellations, any notifications, okay? I'll give you the link in here. Hang on, there you go. You need to ask to speak, okay? Yeah, you need to request. So April, you've put your hand up again, so that's good. And I will do that again. So now I've invited you as a speaker. You should get some kind of message that says, would you like to speak or something? Now I've also shared a poll. Okay, so if you click on polls, you should be able to take part in the poll. It's just very simple, a yes, no, closed question. Okay, so I've just started the poll. It should pop up in chat and you can take part. Okay, just click yes or no. Don't worry about clicking on no. This is just a test. We got 100% yes. Woo! No. Oh, misery. Okay, the yeses are winning. Thank goodness. Oh, I just heard April. Yay! April, take the mic.
Oh.
Yay!
Well, I'm now in Google Hangouts, Lynn.
Okay, what happened? Because I can't. Can everybody see April and hear April?
I see only you two here, Lynn. Where are the other attendees?
Okay, this is how this works. Okay. Oh gosh, look what I just did. Now I'm going to try my own editing thing here. Edit. Can everybody see and hear? HEAR. April. Yay, it works. You can hear April. Hermina can hear you. So can Shiny. Now, I might need to add you as the presenter. I can still see the chat in Webinar Jam, etc. Did you get a request to allow Webinar Jam?
Yes, now.
Okay,
yes.
so if you have a look, you know, in the Hangout, you know, you've got the share button, screen share, etc., Q&A and all that on the left. Can you see one that's like a little television with a lightning bolt through it called Webinar Jam Studio?
Yeah, the icon of webinar.
Webinar Jam Studio, yeah?
Yeah.
Click on that.
I click and it's still the Google Hangouts, yeah?
Yeah, this is a Google Hangout.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. But it's a Google Hangout with bells and whistles. Ting-a-ling. You can see and hear her. Excellent. You can't see her, no. Now I should be able to make you. We're not going to use video, guys. Come on, you're not going to be able to actually see her, but I should be able to make sure she's there as April. So April, take the mic. Say hello to your audience.
Hello, but I can't see the names of the, if they don't write, I see there are 7 attendees, you included, I think, but I don't see any names.
No, I do. You see, I've got two consoles. I have the presentation console, but you can see the chat, yes?
I can see the chat, yes.
Good, good. So you need to reply to Aladdin.
But that I don't find, I still can't find that link because I think I have to hover over the name of Aladdin, and then I can send a private message.
You can, yes.
But
Yeah,
I can't do that. When nothing happen if I hover over a name of the attendee.
Oh, well, that might be because you're not in.
Okay.
You're not the admin. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, I can set up anybody as an admin. But that would have to be done before the session. Okay, but what you can do is you can be an attendee, which means you can listen and watch and take part in the chat and ask questions, take part in the polls, etc. Or you can become a participant, which means you join the actual call and you can speak. Okay, and that's what the whole point is. Now, of course, there's going to be fewer speakers than attendees. There's a limit to the number of speakers. This is a Google Hangout, so there's 10 speakers, but to me that's enough, because what we can do, which is much easier to do than in a Hangout on air, I can put you back. So when you've said your bit, April, I can throw you back not out of the room, not out of the webinar, but I can make you back into an attendee and add somebody else as a presenter. If they don't type, we won't be able to know who they are. No, that's not true. You won't, Shiny, but I've got another console. So I've got this console, which is the same as you can see, with the polls and videos and offers. I've also got a console, which is the admin console. And again, if you wanted to, I could make any of you an admin. If you wanted to answer the questions, etc. I can see the attendees and then I can view who you all are. I can see any requests to talk and I can view who you are, and I can also return you back as an attendee. Okay, so at the moment we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got Khalid, Shiny, Aladdin, Havaria, and Hamina. Okay. Do you need to type mic again? If you're in the call, I would say yes. Okay. So, April, do you want to type mic? Go on, take the mic. April, take the mic.
So why do we move to Google Hangouts? I was
confused.
I was enjoying the webinar, and now we are again in Google Hangouts.
Okay, the software Webinar Jam, okay, runs using Google Hangouts. What it does, it adds an extra layer onto the Hangout, which enables the question and answer, the polls, offers, videos, etc. Okay. So when you were watching the webinar, I was in a Google Hangout, April.
So Lynn, in the beginning, if the webinar starts, we are in the other, what is
webinar jam, the webinar, if you like to call it.
on the other apps. And if we want to do the voice chat, we need to go to the Google Hangout. Is that?
Well, it should automatically bring you into the Google Hangout once you click yes, I accept the terms and conditions and all that stuff. And then you have the webinar app, the studio, and then you can see the chat. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what you can do as an attendee or as a participant. I mean, I think attendee will cover people who are watching and listening, which is fine. We don't mind that. But people who are participants, who request the mic, who want to join in the chat, they do have to talk. That's going to be the new rule. If you want to come into the call, you have to be willing to take part in the call, because otherwise you can just be an attendee. You can just view, and you can, you don't have to speak if you don't want to. Okay.
Okay, but when you sent me the invitation to speak, I didn't get any message, Lynn. I just in the beginning, before you, I think before you sent me any invitation, which it was, I don't know, but when I click on request to speak, and then I click on the hand, nothing happened. And then suddenly, after a couple of seconds, I got a message from Google if I wanted to allow webinar to Google the add-in of Google Talk, but then I lost that.
Oh.
I lost it. I have to ask again and again and again. And you said to me that you sent an invitation, but I didn't get that, Lynn. And suddenly, at one good moment, I got that message again from Google, and I click again on allow, and then suddenly
allow.
and suddenly I'm here in Google Hangout. So it was a little bit, I don't know, chaotic a little bit, and a little bit, I don't know how to do actually. How to explain that to?
I think it's like most of the times we start using a new piece of software, it's going to be a little confusing, and then in a couple of weeks you'll be going, it's easy. I hope, fingers crossed. Now, I think the request thing, because you had already requested to become a participant, I think that might have got confused, because you'd requested it several times. I was sending it to you several times. But the most important thing is you got that message and accepted it, that Webinar Jam wants to know your Google information, not your login, of course, just who you are, because Google is very clear on privacy, and you have to say, yes, I do want to take part in this, and I do want to broadcast, and I do want to be on YouTube. Welcome to YouTube, April. But because you don't have to use your video, and you can just do screen share. Now, I'd be interested, April, to see what you can do as a participant. Okay, can you, on the Webinar Jam window on the right-hand side, what can you do?
On the right hand side.
Yeah, under where it says Webinar Jam.
Only the chat and to everybody, or to only to everybody, and then ask a question or chat, and chat unmuted. So if I mute the chat, I will mute the whole conversation, I think.
Yes.
Not only for one person.
Yes, absolutely. If you click chat,
It's a pity.
mute, then click to mute the chat where it says at the bottom of the chat window, you'll see a little speech button and a tick, and you can click it, you'll mute the chat, it will no longer, you won't be interrupted by questions, etc. That might be useful if you were, say, giving a presentation and somebody else was answering the questions using the question and answers in the console, the admin console. Now I can't share the admin console with you because I'm actually using that on my laptop using my phone connection. Because what I wanted to do was give the webinar every chance of working by not using my local area network for this chat and also for the admin console. So I'm sitting here and I look like I'm on a space station. It's really, I should take a photo actually. I got laptop, screens everywhere. I just need some flashing lights and some woo 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 sounds. I could be on a sci-fi program. I really could. Okay, so Hermina, there should be a pointed hand and you click on that to request to speak. Okay. It is a little greyed out hand, yes, and it should turn green when you hover over it. Okay. If you could take a screenshot, actually, guys, anybody who knows how to take a screenshot, just of the webinar jam window that you see, and then share it in the forum, that would be really cool. I'd be very interested to see what you see. I've got lots of different things, you see. I've got polls and offers and videos and the room itself. I can see the attendees, etc. So it's quite interesting to see what you obviously get a scaled down version, April. Aladdin, when you run your session, I will make you either the admin or the presenter, okay? Or both, you can do both, but I don't want to push your bandwidth too much. April, take the mic.
You said to Hermin that she had to click on a hand. I don't see any hand anymore now, Lynn.
No, because you're in.
But that Hermin is also in the call, no?
No, I'm just inviting her now. She just got it to go. Okay, what happens when you click that hand? I get a little red hand pops up next to your name in chat. So I know you're asking to join. Shiny, you will have to be, it's not like instantaneous by the sounds of it. So we will, no, you wouldn't be able to. I have to accept you. Then you have to accept the terms and conditions. And then eventually, it takes a little while, depending on your bandwidth, but eventually you will be part of the call. So fingers crossed, we'll wait for Hermina. Okay. So Aladdin, I know you're probably not able to speak today, so don't raise your hand today, but I think we will have to sort out a time to go through this together and set you up as the admin. And then I think some of your Hangout sessions, if you're happy with the software, I think it will make your Hangout sessions easier to advertise because I'll be able to set it up the way I did the session for today. Now, I was very circumspect on who I told and when I told them. Okay, I only allowed other people to know about this about an hour ago, but some of you who are members of the forum got this and others waited until an hour ago. So what I did today, and Monday's session will always be on live chat because I'm going to call it Live Chat Monday, and it goes onto the live chat page. So when I set up a session like this, I'll be able to put it onto the forum, and I'll be able to put it onto the website. I've got the embed code and I can create a button. So join our Monday live chat webinar there. So that will always be on Mondays. The Monday live chat webinar will always be on live chat, okay? And we'll be able to talk about what's happening on live chat, which is normally something like, hi, hi, anybody at the spot? Do you want to be put on the spot? I've never heard at the spot, but that's Dora. Everybody knows Dora from the forum. We'll be able to see what's happening on live chat. Poor Amatsu, I still don't understand why sometimes my replies don't show, but I'm here again if anyone's around. She just doesn't understand caching at all. Okay. So we're still waiting to see if Hermina can join. Hermina was kicked out. Okay. Try again, Hermina. Okay. Keep trying. I know that if you've got a bit of a dodgy connection, you might not be able to join that easily, but you should be able to return in by clicking on that initial request. Okay. So I'll invite you again, Hermina. Oh, yeah, that's a very good question. No, you're not in the call yet, Hermina. April, could you talk Hermina through what your experience was of getting into the call? Okay.
Can't she hear me or not? I don't
She
know.
should be able to hear you, but we can't hear her because she's not actually in the call yet. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what she has now. Hermina, do you have to click on the hand and nothing happened, of course. So as what I got, and you wait until on the top of your screen it should be something, a message that asks you to allow a webinar to use the Google Talk in, something like that. In, I don't know, in German. And you have to click on allow. And then suddenly you will come here. You will enter this Google Hangout. It could be, it could take sometimes because I had a good connection, but I had to wait until the internet let me to join in. You just can write. So click again on the request for to speak, and then on the hand, and then waiting. Something strange will happen. Your screen suddenly will disappear, but it will go. It will come back again.
Okay, I'm inviting you again, Hermina. Okay. Yeah, of course, Shiny. This is what I wanted to do. We're playing today, so I will give the answer to the Riddle Me Re 11 in a minute, though. You're quite correct. That's what we're meant to be doing today. So let's see who can join us. I want it to be a little easier for people to join, but I might. Okay, Shiny's in. Hermina, it's you. It's not. It's not the session. Shiny, take the mic. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, I did it.
Good morning, yay! I know it's not morning for you, but Shiny. Oh, she was in and then she was out. Okay. Try to come back in, Shiny. So I think if you've got to make sure you've got a good. Okay, Shiny's back. Good. Shiny, what happened? What happened when you joined? What happened when you started to register? Was it easy to do this? Easier than?
Yes, it's easy. Just click the button and wait for the permission.
Wait for permission. Okay, so I think it's the wait. Yeah. Be patient. One of the things that the Learn English Network teaches is English. The other thing the Learn English Network teaches is patience. Okay. So Hermina, keep trying. Okay, don't give up, but be patient. Don't expect it to work straight away. I will tell you when you're in the room and you'll be able to take the mic, because just like a normal, the thing is, Hermina's not been to many Hangouts, so people who've been to Hangouts will know how they work. It might be a bit confusing for Hermina. So Shiny, you've got a message from Aladdin. Can you see the chat, Shiny?
I can see now, but I couldn't see before because
Yeah, you have to click on the Webinar Jam Studio button on the left. Yes. Can you see it now?
Yes, but I can see the history chat box.
What you mean? You can or you can't?
I mean, I can't.
Okay.
I can't read the history.
Can you? Okay, so you just wrote "Wow, cool," yes, but you can't see the previous messages. Oh, that's
Yes.
interesting. Did that happen to you too, April, when you joined and went to chat, that you lost the history of the webinar chat?
Yes, I lost that a couple of times.
Oh,
Every time, yeah, every time as I said, with me, it was not so simple as you got, Shiny. I have the impression that you came easier than me actually here in the Google Hangouts, but mine was more complicated actually. So I lost the webinars and I lost the chat, and then I reconnect, and I got a new chat. And then so I lost the chat history a couple of times, and now I can't write anything. I can't even type and send a message. Let me see. Mike, no, it doesn't appear. Oh, can you see my typing link or not?
no, I can't.
No,
That's interesting.
now I
Have you muted chat?
no,
No.
I'm muted, and I can see any chat. So it is.
Can you see the new? Can you see? Hang on.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see.
You can't chat. That's
But I can't
interesting.
send
Try
anything.
try clicking on the Webinar Jam Studio button on the left and then
I've
clicking on
done
it
that.
again.
I've done that a couple
Done
of
that.
times.
Okay. It might again be just the connection. That, you know, if you've got an unstable connection, it might just be that you're unable to chat if the connection starts to drop. But
Yeah, and here I can't.
shiny cam, so
I don't have the button for reconnect here in Google Hangouts.
can you not see the settings button at the top, the little cog?
Stop. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's only the usual microphone and speaker. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
No reconnect button like in webinar screen.
Okay, interesting. Not sure why. Hermina's still trying to get in, I think. So it's interesting that you can't seem to join today, Hermina. I'm going to invite you again. Okay. You've got a question mark in the box where the bubble was. I don't know what that means, Hermina. Okay, but Shiny, you can post. So I think it's a connection. You don't want to leave, but I want to know how to leave. How are we doing for time? We got 6 minutes to give it a go. Okay, you can leave as a presenter and just become an attendee again. Just hover over your name in chat. Okay, and then click on return as attendee. It should be like a little box with an arrow. Again, if you can take screenshots of these guys, I'd be very interested to see what you see. Okay, Aladdin, why does it look like Google Hangouts? Because it is, Aladdin. This is, okay, I tried to explain it before. This is Google Hangouts with a software layer on top. So what we're doing is we're running a Hangout and we're running the chat through Webinar Studio, Webinar Jam, okay? So try leaving Shiny and then try rejoining. See if you can. It'd be interesting to see what happens. We've only got 6 minutes to go. So in that 6 minutes, I will give you the answer for Riddle Me Ree 11. And some of you have already had a reply to say, congratulations, you got it, or oops, next week maybe. The answer for Riddle Me Ree 11 was peel. Not a peer, not a pooah, or a pooel. appeal. Okay, so congratulations to everybody who got it right. And I will be sending out messages, etc., during the week, and then choosing a win. Well, I think this week it might actually be the toss of a coin. Actually, there were quite a few people who had a go, but there were only a couple of winners or a couple of correct answers. So I think it might be a coin flip this week. Shiny, I can see you back in the call. Yay! What's your question? Don't forget, you can. What stands the question mark for? It means you've asked a question, Hermina. Okay.
Because between I leave and rejoin, I can't. I lost everything. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you couldn't hear at all. Ah, okay. Okay, so let me just explain. If you click on the broadcast question button, then you will get the red question mark in the chat. Okay, and that's really to alert me that because it comes on the webinar studio, the console, it comes up as a question, and I can show whether it's been answered or not as well. Okay, so I can answer as me there, or I can actually ask it as chat. So I'll mark that one as chat. I'll mark that one as chat, and then I can do that one as chat. So, and then I can see which questions I have answered and which still need to be answered. Okay. Okay, so April's out of the room. Let's hope she can rejoin. April has left the building. Now I'm going to take it a little bit beyond 10 o'clock. Okay, because I want to see what happens at 10 o'clock, whether it just closes it down or if we can just do what we normally do. Hi, welcome back, April. Let me reply to you. Welcome back. Now I can also answer questions privately. I'd like to ask you who are viewing, Hamina and Aladdin, can you see my welcome back to April? I think it should only be to April, but I don't know. It might be public. Yes, you can see it, Shiny. Take the mic.
No, I mean, I meant I can see. I could see April's.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I couldn't see your message.
Good, good. So that means you can, you should be able to ask me something privately just by clicking on the little down arrow that says next to the chat button, chat unmuted and muted button. There's a little down arrow, and you should be able to send me a private message. It says to admin. So whoever's running the session, you can send a private message if you don't want it to be, you think, oh no, this is a stupid question, I don't want it to be public. You can send a private message. Can I see your request to speak? I can now. I will accept it, April. But it's good that you were able to rejoin us. That's cool. I just wish it was easier to add people. April, welcome back into the room. Was that easier this time, April?
I just wait. I have to wait. Can you hear me? Oh no.
You can hear me.
Yes.
It's impossible.
It's very possible.
but let me see. Let me think. So I click on request to speak, and I don't know. You see that? You saw that?
I saw it eventually, yes. Once you said, I wasn't looking out for it. So when you said count, you see my request to speak. I looked for it then and I saw it.
Okay, and then that's why we had to wait, because you had to approve that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why. So I waited, and then suddenly,
Now you can
suddenly,
say, Ali, you're ignoring me, Lynn.
yeah. And then suddenly the webinar disappeared, and this Google Hangouts come back again, and now I don't know. Can I write something here? Ah, yeah. Now
Right?
is the
Yay.
chat box work again. Yeah,
Take
maybe
the
that
mic.
was, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, phew. This is not so easy, not so simple actually.
I think when you get used to it, it will be. It's like anything. It's new. It's different, and you're like, okay, there's questions and answers for starters. There's raising your hand for others. There's a poll, for goodness sake. Now we've gone past 10 o'clock, so the good news is, Shiny, we can keep going. It doesn't just cut us off, which is nice. No luck so far. Oh, I'm sorry, Hamina. It could be. Again, I'm going to try again. We'll try again, see if you can get in, but it might be your connection. The one thing, and I wrote it on the join me in the join us group. If you look at the initial message I wrote, click on the spoiler alert, you'll see there's a long list of do's and don'ts. And Google Hangouts, a little bit like other clever software, is a little greedy, okay? But the good news is you can still do the reading sessions with Marianne when she's back, and Natasha in Skype without, I hope, any problems. These sessions, again, you can be an attendee, you can ask questions, but you might not be able to speak unless you can ensure that your bandwidth is good. Now, one of the tricks you can do is make sure you've shut down everything that's not needed for the Hangout. So any programs running in the background, anybody who's online, don't let your kids watch Netflix whilst you're online. Because anything that uses up the bandwidth that you share in the house or the building or the office where you are will eat into your ability to take part. I think what I'm impressed by is the fact that Khalid could join us and could hear us, that he hasn't been able to do that even in a live on-air hangout for a long time. So I'm really pleased with that. But hopefully, you know, as we get people who participate and as we get people who are used to this software, you know, and as you get used to the software, you'll find you'll be able to do more. Okay. Okay, I think it might, I can't remember how many Hangouts you've attended, Hermina, but not many. So I'm not sure if it's this or if it's Hangouts in general that you might have an issue with. But maybe next session we can try something else, and I can send you an invitation into the room without going through the webinar jam. Who knows? Who knows what might work? You're using your computer now. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Do you want to try and see if you can speak, Aladdin? I don't know what your situation is, whether you're at work or not. If you want to speak, Aladdin, just raise your hand. So just click on the little hand button. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. Okay, I'm going to upload an offer. I'm going to display it. It's called Let's Test This. Okay, and it's saying, would you like to sign up for the next webinar? Leave a message in live chat. So click on Test This if you see it, and the offer will end in 44 minutes. Well, it's probably going to end before that because I've got to go to Skype to Second Life in a minute to do the reading session. Okay, I'm not in chat at the moment, so let's have a look. April, did you ask for the mic? Is there any limit for accommodating people? Good question, Shiny. Yes, there is. There's always a limit to accommodating people. Okay, to join the call, it's just like a normal Google Hangout, 10 people who can join the call. To attend, to listen in, I think the limit is currently, and to attend, to listen in, and to take part in live chat, I think the limit is 1,000. And if you attend just as a viewer, over 1,000, you can't actually take part in live chat. I don't think we're ever going to reach that kind of number, though. Yeah, do you like it, Aladdin? This is meant to make you want to buy it. Don't worry, I'm not going to be selling anything. Okay, it's just a way of saying, does it work? Because what I can do with that is I can send you to different pages that you might need to read from, etc., and or allow you to download something that's part of the lesson or session, etc. Now we're going to try one more thing. The way to this hangout is different for each of us. It shouldn't be, April. It shouldn't be. I think the difference between different experiences might be how you're accessing the Hangout. If you're accessing it on a tablet, it's probably not going to be possible for you to join, because you're on a tablet, you're going to be on Wi-Fi. And if you're on Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi is a limited bandwidth, okay? So if you're on your computer, you should be able to take part, to participate in the Hangout. Otherwise, you'll just be attending. You'll be attending the session, okay? So yeah, you might get a different experience depending what computer you're using, whether you're using a mobile phone. It will work on mobile phones, but you'd need 3G, I think, at least. I might try running one from my mobile phone just to test the theory. Next time you're using the laptop. Hermina, are you on your tablet? I didn't think to ask you that. Yeah, if you read the thing that I wrote in the Join Us group, you will see I did recommend use your laptop or computer. Tablets will allow you to attend, but you probably won't be able to participate. But it's interesting to see it in action and to see that that is the case. This is just something I had heard by watching all the Webinar Jam videos I've been watching. This has taken a long time to prepare, you know. Okay, that might be why, yes, why you can't participate speaking. So next time use your laptop, because I was surprised because I thought, well, if you can use Second Life, which is the greediest program we use, you should be able to participate. So next time log in on your laptop, make sure you're logged in using your Google Mail that you use to register for the webinar, and it should, fingers crossed as ever, work. Okay, so let me just go back to our presentation and we'll wind up. Now, why do I say the sky's the limit? Because I'm going to do one more little test. Okay, and we're going to hopefully hopefully be able to, ooh, now that's interesting. Let's see, where is it? I thought I'd loaded a video already, but okay, that's interesting. Let me bear with me. I'm going to stop screen sharing for now. Okay, there's the screen share. Sorry, I'm going to start screen sharing, I should say. And new window. Let's get into YouTube. I thought I'd preloaded a video, but I want to see if we can watch a video. Fingers crossed we will be able to, but that's crossing fingers again. So if this kills everybody's connection, I apologize in advance. That's the only thing I can ever do is apologize in advance. Bear with me. Okay, not that one. Let's go to me. Okay, sorry about this. I've got to. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, here it is. This is quite a nice little TED video. So I'm going to just see if we can share. It's 7 minutes. How long is it? Okay, bear with me. Okay, 7 minutes 40 seconds long. So let me come back to the Hangout. I'm going to add the video URL. 0 hours, 7 minutes, 40 seconds, because I want us to use this for our normal Hangout as well. And we'll see if it works. Let me know if you can see everything. Okay, so I hope everybody got to see the video. It's a short video, 7 minutes long. Took us over the webinar time, I know, but you know me, I very rarely click the end call button unless I've got something else I need to do. But I do now. I need to go and have a coffee before Second Life. So I'll see some of you in Second Life. We'll carry on reading Tom Sawyer. And I hope you've enjoyed this strange session. Tomorrow it's going to get a bit stranger because we'll be doing our usual back to basics, looking at the verb to be, lots of screen sharing, answering questions. We're going to be trying the poll out. We're going to be trying the as a sort of question answer thing. So look out for the join button, register, and cross your fingers. And again, hopefully some of you will be able to join me in the actual hangout as participants. Okay. Anything before I go? Any questions? You need the link for the video. Well, there will be I don't know what's going to happen when this ends. There should be an email that gives you a link to the sort of roundup of this particular session, and it should also be stored to YouTube. I'll be very interested to see what YouTube stores for the video, whether it does the sound, whether it does the video, whether it's just us sitting there being good listening. I don't know. This is all new. As I say, I've been to about 4 or 5 webinars. Nobody used video in those webinars. It was all blah blah and screen sharing and different slides, etc. So the video was a bit of an experiment, but it worked. I heard it. I hope you did too. It was funny. I'll send you the link if it doesn't appear in the review. Okay, Aladdin? Because it is a good video. In fact, I'll post it on Google Plus. Okay. The offer ends in, that's if you want to join the next session. I just want you to try it. Click on it and it will just say to you to post something in live chat to say you want, on the live chat page, to say you want to attend next week. Okay. It's a test, don't worry. What I'll be doing with that is I'll be maybe providing you with some extra materials from different sessions. I've got something planned for tomorrow for our to be or not to be session, and that will allow you to access that kind of thing. And the polls are going to be used mostly for questions and for feedback. You know, it's nice to see if people are happy. What was the feedback for today's session? Let's have a look. The poll, where is the poll? The poll. I should have it here. Offers, polls. Are you having fun? Yes, 93%. No, 7%. I'm going to end the poll now, and I'm going to remove the offer now. So if you want to test it, click on test this now, because I'm going to remove the offer. I know it says 27 minutes, but it really was a test. I was meant to put it up earlier.
Lynn,
Yes,
Lynn,
April.
if I click on register now, I will return to the same webinar. So we have to wait until this webinar is this session
What
is
I will
finished.
What I will do is, it's not been set up yet. This was a standalone one-off guinea pigs webinar. The next one will be more a series of webinars for Monday using this platform until Christmas probably. So it will make more sense next week. But by all means, go to the live chat page and say, Lynn, I want to join. Because what I'd like to do next is find out how to invite attendees. Okay, I can give you the link. But if I know you want to come, I can actually invite you. I didn't do that this time because I wanted people to join willingly to be guinea pigs, okay? So well done, you've been great guinea pigs. Okay, take care, and I will see some of you in Second Life for the Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and hopefully some of you tomorrow for this next webinar. Again, the link will be appearing in the Join Us group and also in the Google Plus community. Okay, so there's going to be the opportunity for other people to join as well if they wish to. But thank you for coming, and thanks for helping me test this out in a real situation. It was all right me doing my own hangout yesterday, but I was literally talking to myself. If you listen to the YouTube video, you'll hear hubby going, "Why are you talking to yourself?" So it's nice to talk to other people, and I think we can do a lot with this. I really do. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you. And Aladdin, get in touch on the forum. I'll send you a private message and we'll sort out a little training session for this. Okay? Cool. See you later, guys. Okay, let me stop screen sharing. I'm going to end the call now. We'll see what happens. So bye. Oh, no, Hermina, don't worry about that. Thank you for coming and testing it. We now know that it's definitely don't try and join in the tablet if you want to be a participant. But if you want to be an attendee, tablet, phone seems to work. Okay, bye. Now, what's interesting is the Hangout still working? Hi, the Hangout's still working. April, Shiny, can you still hear me?
Yes, I still can hear you.
Excellent. We can now talk about everybody. Okay, I'm going to stop the broadcast.